If your music ministry is struggling when it's time to serve, it may be what's happening or not happening during the rehearsal. We spend a lot of time on my podcast talking about what we should do during service, but I want to talk about what happens before we even get there. Because there's one mistake that I see music ministries make that can affect everything that happens afterward. And that mistake is simple. We have confused rehearsal with practice. Somebody might say, brother musician, isn't that the same thing? No, practice is where I work on me. Rehearsal is where we work on us. Before I walk into rehearsal, I should have already listened to the music. I should know my part. I should know the song structure. I should know the song changes. And if there's something technically that I can't play or sing, that's what my personal practice time is for. Because when we come together, we're trying to build something as a team. And I think this is where a lot of music ministries get frustrated. Let's talk about something we don't discuss enough. Time. Everybody's time matters. If rehearsal starts at 7 o'clock and there's supposed to be 8 people at rehearsal, that's just not 1 hour. That's 8 people's 1 hour. Somebody worked all day. Somebody had to arrange childcare. Somebody drove 30, 40, even an hour. Somebody may have to come straight from work. So when you come to rehearsal and you're not prepared, everybody has to spend their time waiting for you to catch up. And sometimes we call that rehearsing. No, we're practicing one person's part while everybody else watches. There's a difference. Preparation is a form of respect. When I prepare before rehearsal, I'm respecting the leader, I'm respecting the other musicians, I'm respecting the singers, and I'm respecting everybody who sacrificed their time to be there. Okay, now here's the other side. You can practice your part at home and still not be ready to rehearse. Because rehearsal isn't just about knowing your notes. Rehearsal is about knowing how your part fits with everybody else's part. Maybe when you practiced at home, it fit, but when you got with everybody else, you realize something is a little off, or you're doing too much, or maybe you need to pull back, or maybe you need to sing a little more aggressively here. Maybe the keyboard player and the guitar player are occupying too much space. Maybe the drummer is doing something that changes the way the bass player needs to approach what he's playing. Maybe the singers need more room. That's why rehearsal matters. You don't just ask, am I playing the right thing? Am I singing the right thing? You ask, am I playing or singing the right thing for what the team needs in this moment? That's maturity. Okay, musicians, we gotta talk about this. Sometimes the best thing you can play is nothing. Singers, sometimes the best thing you can sing is unison. Don't sacrifice everything that we've built and worked on if you know you don't have it. Don't mess it up. It's okay to play it safe. So sometimes people say, well, how long should rehearsal be? I always like to say rehearsal should be until we get it right, or until we can't get it wrong. Until we're ready to offer that to God during the space and the time in which you're called to worship with your ministry. Hey guys, don't just take what I'm saying and just throw it out the window. Like, take rehearsal seriously. And I promise you, when you start taking rehearsal seriously, you'll want people around you to take rehearsal seriously, because I'll guarantee you this, your time is important. Time is the most important thing that we have. If my podcast today offended you, good. Drop it in the comments. I love to hear what you have to say about rehearsal and practice. My name is Rico Anthony. You listen to another episode of the Brother Musician Podcast. Have an amazing day.